New York fire. At least 19 killed in apartment block blaze.
My sister's baby was in the house, her big daughter, and we were trying to keep his face covered, and it was just pitch black in my house in the daytime.
At least 19 people, including 9 children, have died after a fire in a New York apartment building. Another 32 people were sent to hospital, several of whom are in a critical condition, according to New York Mayor Eric Adams.
This is a horrific, painful moment for the city of New York. And the impact of this fire is going to really bring a level of just pain and despair in our city. The numbers are horrific.
That is unprecedented in our city. The last time we had a loss of life that may be this horrific was at Happy Land Fire, which was over 30 years ago, also here in the Bronx. How the fire started, we don't know yet. It will be investigated.
Fire Department Commissioner Daniel Nigro said they had found victims on every floor of the 19-story block, saying the smoke was unprecedented. He told NBC News the death toll was the worst seen in New York for 30 years. It comes days after an apartment fire in Philadelphia killed 12, with 8 children among the dead. Sunday's fire broke out in an apartment that spans the second and third floors of the Bronx apartment block at about 11 o'clock local time, 16 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, officials said. Some 200 firefighters were sent to tackle the blaze, which officials believe was sparked by a malfunctioning electric heater. Commissioner Nigro said there were 2 floors of fire, but the smoke had spread everywhere. The door to the apartment where the fire started was left open, and smoke then spread to every floor, Commissioner Nigro told reporters. Members found victims on every floor in stairwells and were taking them out in cardiac and respiratory arrest, he said. George King, who lives nearby, told AFP news agency people were waving from the windows as the flames took hold. I saw the smoke, a lot of people were panicking, he said. You could see that no one wanted to jump from the building. A total of 63 people suffered injuries, including the 32 taken to hospital. 13 are in a critical condition, Stefan Ringel, a senior advisor to the mayor, told AP news agency. The impact of this fire is going to bring a level of pain and despair to our city, Mr. Adams told reporters. The numbers are horrific. New York Governor Kathy Hochul called Sunday's events a night of tragedy, and pledged to create a victims' compensation fund to support survivors. There will be money to find new housing, burial costs and whatever we need because that's what we do here in New York, Ms. Hochul said. The area of the Bronx where the fire occurred is home to a large Muslim immigrant population, and many of those affected by the blaze are believed to have originally come to the U.S. from the Gambia. Mr. Adams urged anyone impacted by the fire to seek assistance from the authorities, irrespective of immigration status. He assured residents that their details would not be passed on to immigration services. Speaking alongside Mr. Adams, New York Senator Chuck Schumer pledged to provide immigration support to allow families to come together to grieve. The building hosts a number of affordable housing apartments, and the blaze is likely to raise questions over the quality of such units in the city. Representative Richie Torres, a Democratic lawmaker whose district includes the building, told the U.S. network MSNBC that developments such as the Bronx fire pose safety risks to residents. When we allow our affordable housing developments to be plagued by decades of disinvestment, we are putting lives at risk, Mr. Torres said.